you superstitious?
Am I what again?
Superstitious.
No, not really.
No, black cats don't do anything for you?
But I understand that it is the dreaded Friday the 13th.
It is. And Tracy's going to have a whole list of superstitions. She's going to go over that whole thing when she's in here at 9 o'clock. But I'm going to ruin it for her right now. Did you know that Friday the 13th, or the 13th, and then Friday the 13th, back in the 1700s, 1600s, was a lucky number?
I did not know that.
Yeah, and somehow over the history, it got twisted around to be just the opposite. But it originally began back in the ancient days, was considered a lucky number.
No, I'd never heard that.
Yeah, I heard that just the other day. Well, actually, I knew that.
Well,
for
you
some
heard it
time.
First, right here on KXO.
So for everybody with your superstitions, you're doing it wrong. It's supposed to be a lucky day today. But anyway, we've got some birthdays today. Friday the 13th birthdays. You want to go over those?
We're going to.
We're going to, whether we want to or not. Buck Taylor. You remember Buck? Buck was in Gunsmoke, so you're going to have to go back a while. And he was also in Gods and Generals. He is 84 today. Harvey Keitel, he's a pretty good actor. He's 83. I think he still does stuff now and again. Zoe Wanamaker, she was in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. She's 74. Franklin John, he was a really funny guy. I don't know what happened to him. He was in Car Wash, TV's Deadwood. Well, that's what he was. TV's Deadwood turned serious. He's 73. Stevie Wonder, we just heard from him not too long ago. He's 72 years old today. Comedian Stephen Colbert. You ever watch The Late Show with Stephen Colbert?
Yeah. I don't consider Stephen Colbert to be a good comedian, but...
They're satirists. Than comedians. So 58 today, anyway. Darius Rucker. You ever heard of Darius Rucker? He used to be Hootie and the Blowfish when Hootie and the Blowfish existed.
Yeah.
He's now pretty popular in the country music sector. He's 56 today. Robert Pattinson, he was in all kinds of stuff. 36 today. Hunter Parrish, he was in Weeds. He's 30. And Debbie Ryan, she was in Jessie. 29 years old. I think that was a Nickelodeon or a Disney Channel one. Anyway, the kids watch that. Local birthdays. Friday the 13th, local birthdays. Very short list. That's coming up next.
Okay, coming up.
Hi, I'm Hilton Smith, and I'm asking for your vote for Imperial County Sheriff on June 7th. I was born and raised in Imperial Valley, and I have 38 years in office. I believe we can make a difference in how policing is done in our community. I will do this by guaranteeing Sheriff Department employees are treated fairly and provided equal opportunity for advancement. I plan to implement an oversight committee and also ensure each outlying area has a resident deputy. Vote Hilton Smith for Imperial County Sheriff.
Paid for by Hilton Smith for Imperial County Sheriff 2022.
Happy birthdays this morning going out to Alex Durate, Amelia Solis, Edward Handy, Ignacio Gastelum, Ana Ramirez, Flaca Guerra, and Perla Torres. Happy birthday to each and every one. Gene, you know, that's a recorded list. You know how long it was?
I know, but...
13 seconds.
Yeah, I was going to say, it wasn't very long.
13 seconds on Friday the 13th. So there you go, Friday the 13th babies.
Yeah.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go. Rating 100 years, looking forward to 100. We broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Okay, Gene, you ready for the World News?
I am ready.
Going to jump right into this. It's brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist for sales and service. Call the experts at Lock Air Conditioning.
CBS News special report. Lawmakers on Capitol Hill have just stepped in to try to ease the baby formula shortage. That's making it almost impossible for many parents to find food for their children. Correspondent Scott McFarland has details from Washington.
Here at the Capitol, the U.S. House Oversight Committee is launching an investigation into the baby formula shortage, sending formal letters to the four major manufacturers, Abbott, Mead Johnson, Nestle, and Perrigo, asking how they're addressing this shortage and saying the shortage poses a threat to the health and economic security of infants and families throughout the country.
The Biden administration had already announced it would loosen packaging restrictions for companies that manufacture formula and also try to import more product from overseas. For now, moms like Jalen Orellana in Houston say they'll struggle.
It's hard physically, mentally, financially.
CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Fire crews making some progress on that damaging wildfire in Southern California. The coastal fire claiming 20 homes, damaging nearly a dozen others. 15% containment, but Shane Sherwood with the Orange County Fire Authority is concerned about the weather.
We expect the weather to get hotter and drier over the next 2 days, so that will still continue to challenge all of our firefighters in our efforts toward containing this fire.
The blaze charring about 200 acres. The suspects in the kidnapping of 3-month-old Brandon Cuellar in San Jose last month had allegedly tried to take the child before.
The San Jose Police Department uncovered that defendants Ramirez and Portillo have been attempting to kidnap Brandon Doe multiple times, starting in March when he was only 1 month old.
The DA's office saying about a month before the kidnapping, a man showed up at the family's home claiming to be a CPS worker under orders to take the child. The family called CPS, who said they hadn't sent anyone. Twitter shares falling after an overnight tweet from Elon Musk indicating his deal to buy the company is on hold. Jeff Scott, California News.
And World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. For your air conditioning and sheet metal needs, call Lock Air Conditioning today, 760-353-4501.
Did you know we're on Facebook? Kxo Radio Imperial Valley. That's our Facebook page. Check it out. Neat stuff on Facebook. Kxo Radio Imperial Valley. Follow us on Facebook.
And we are now ready for page one of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center at Highway 86 and Julia Drive and at the Imperial Valley Mall. With page one of the local news, here's Gene Brister.
The Calexico Unified School District and the associated Calexico teachers have reached a historic and unprecedented tentative agreement. George Gale explains.
And in a press release issued by the school district, the Unified School District and the associated Calexico teachers reached the agreement early Wednesday morning. Early, 2 a.m. in the morning. The teams finalized the tentative agreement after a full fact-finding hearing and marathon negotiations beginning on May 10th. The tentative agreement resolves 6 years, past and future years, 2017 through 2023, of unfinished bargaining between the associated Calexico teachers and the Calexico Unified School District. There will be no negotiations next year. Now, the tentative agreement is just that, a tentative agreement. Ratification is still needed by the associated Calexico Teachers Association and the Calexico Unified School District. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Assemblymember Eduardo Garcia and Senator Ben Hueso hold a budget May revision briefing and local reaction to proposed Lithium Valley investments. On today, May the 13th, Benueso and Eduardo Garcia will provide a media briefing and local reaction to the governor's budget revision. It will take place at 2 o'clock this afternoon, and that will be at the Calipatria Community Center, 150 Park Avenue in Calipatria. KXO News Time 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires, guaranteed. We're talking the finest names in tires: Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlap, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. Check the prices, then talk to your Quick Lane service advisor. He will give you the best price, guaranteed. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane at El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall.
A new dean has been announced for San Diego State University Imperial Valley campus. Here's more on that story.
She has been announced, but she will not begin work until August. Filling the permanent position is Guillermina Gina Nunez McHeary. She is a Kxo native, graduating from Kxo High School. She currently serves as an associate professor of anthropology and director at the University of Texas at El Paso. As the new dean, she will be returning to San Diego State University as well as her hometown of Calexico. Her undergraduate degree in international business and her master's in Latin American studies are from SDSU. She later earned her doctorate in cultural anthropology from the University of California, Riverside. Interim Dean Mark Wheeler will remain in the position until August 4th, when the new dean takes over. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The 13th annual fundraising event, the Stars Dancing with the Stars Gala, will take place. It is presented by the Imperial Valley Regional Occupational Program Community Foundation. This year's event is being held tonight, at the Quashan Casino Resort in the Pipa Ballroom at 525 Alcodones Road near Winter Haven. The event is sold out. There are 7 local celebrity stars competing in the event. The funds raised from the event go towards developing educational and economic opportunities for youth and adults throughout Imperial County, as well as scholarships for high school seniors. That concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2.
Page 1 of the Local News has been a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
My name is George Marquez. I'm a candidate for district attorney. I was raised in Imperial County, and I'm a product of our local public school system. I believe in protecting our families by aggressively prosecuting dangerous criminals. I believe in forging strong relationships with law enforcement to further our interest of law, order, and justice. I believe in building bridges to the entire community so that everyone has a voice. Please vote George Marquez on June 7th for Imperial Valley District Attorney. You can also follow me on my Facebook page at George Marquez for District Attorney 2022.
Paid for by committee to elect George Marquez for District Attorney.
And it's Page 2 of the Local News and the weather, brought to you by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, open Tuesday through Saturday at 4:30 p.m., and by Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. With Page 2 of the Local News, here again is Gene.
Continuing with more local news, the County Board of Supervisors will have an off-site meeting. George Gale had this story.
They are resuming the off-site meetings. According to information posted on the county website, the board will host a series of off-site meetings in each supervisorial district. They will be scheduled throughout the calendar year to allow the public easy access to the Board of Supervisors, giving them an opportunity to provide feedback to the board and learn about services available to them. The next off-site meeting will be held May 24th. It will be held at the Vincent Memorial High School Gymnasium in Calexico. Meeting will begin at 6 p.m. Gym is located at 525 Sheridan Street in Calexico. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A special Friday the 13th in El Centro to celebrate in Buckland Park. It'll take place this evening. The city will hold their annual ice cream social, mental health awareness day, and movie in the park. The event will take place from 6 till 10 p.m. at Buckland Park. It's a special family-friendly event. The movie will be Inside Out. There will also be summer recreation information. Take a blanket and chairs and enjoy the evening. You know what? I think it's probably going to turn out pretty well for the weather tonight.
Tonight should be fantastic.
Yeah. And do we need to update anything on the graduation list?
There is an update. The first one was held last night. It was the San Diego State University Imperial Valley graduation. That was held at the Kxo campus. The Desert Oasis graduation, which has kind of been all over the place, is now back at Jimmy Cannon Auditorium or Theater on May 31st. The graduation, Desert Oasis graduation, will be held May 31st at the Jimmy Cannon Theater beginning at 8 o'clock. That will be immediately after the Mount Signal Virtual Academy Central Union Adult School graduation. That'll be held at the Jimmy Cannon Theater at 5 p.m. And then right after they're done, they're going to clear out the theater and do the Desert Oasis. That's it. That's the change right there.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
When you're ready for great homestyle cooking, there are 2 locations for the best in the Imperial Valley. Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., featuring delicious breakfast and lunch entrees, including menudo, liver and onions, and meatloaf. The Town Pump in Westmoreland is open Tuesday through Saturday at 4:30 p.m., specializing in delicious prime ribs, steaks, chicken, salmon, and lobster. So for a great dining experience, visit Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley, and the Town Pump in Westmoreland.
Here's George Gale with a weather update.
The high temperature yesterday, 85 degrees. Your overnight low this morning, 54. National Weather Service says significant warming of temperatures will begin today and continue into the weekend as high pressure builds over the region. High temperatures across the lower deserts are expected to surpass 100 degrees beginning Saturday and likely continuing through the first half of next week. Seasonably dry conditions will persist through the period with mainly clear skies. Weather forecast calling for sunny skies today. Highs right near 97. West winds at around 5 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies tonight. Overnight lows around 66. West winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunny on Saturday. Highs right near 105. Southwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. Saturday night, mostly clear skies. Overnight lows around 70. West to southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunny on Sunday, highs right near 106. West winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunny on Monday, highs right near 104. West to southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. And right now we are looking at 61 degrees, 31%, the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District. The Air Pollution Control District says air quality moderate in Kxo, Westmoreland, and at the University in Mexicali. Air quality is good for the rest of the region. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by Brownie's Diner in Brawley. They're open every day, and by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, Imperial Valley's fine dining experience.
Golden State Extracts, CBD, is the first fully licensed GMP certified hemp processor in California, making CBD. Everything is done right here in the Imperial Valley, from growing to processing and manufacturing. Our products derived from hemp are a natural form of pain relief to help you with your aches and pains, help you sleep better, and lower your stress with our specially formulated tinctures, pain creams, and gummies. Best of all, you can visit Golden State Extracts CBD locally at their Imperial location, 520 West Ayton Road. For more information and benefits of CBD, visit them on the web at goldenstateextracts.com or call 760-355-9134. That's 355-9134.
And it's time for the Sports World Roundup, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best of care. In the NBA playoffs, we have, a team moving on from the semifinals. Miami wins their series 4-2. They defeated the 76ers at 99-90. Mavericks and the Suns. Mavericks won that last night's game, 113-86. That series tied at 3 games apiece. Semifinals continue tonight. Celtics take on the Bucks. Milwaukee leads that series 3-2. Grizzlies take on the Warriors. Golden State leads that series 3-2. In the National Hockey League, St. Louis won their first round action. They defeated the Wild 5-1. They take that series 4-2. Continuing on, Bruins beat the Hurricanes 5-2. Series tied at 3 games apiece. In overtime, the Lightning beat the Maple Leafs 4-3. That series is tied at 3 games apiece. And the Oilers beat the Kings 4-2. That series is also tied at 3 games apiece. Got the baseball scores coming up.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
And a unique situation in Major League Baseball. Wednesday, we told you that the Astros-Twins game had been suspended. Well, they resumed play in that game, and the Astros just all over the Twins, 11-3. So that game is complete. They also played a Thursday game. Astros shut out the Twins 5-0. In other scores, it was the Mets over the Nationals 4-1. Athletics got by the Tigers 5-3. Orioles over the Cardinals 3-2. Reds shut out the Pirates 4-0. Rangers defeated the Royals 3-1. Yankees 15-7 all over the White Sox. And the Phillies beat the Dodgers 9-7. Padres, Giants, and several other teams did not play. And in golf, Sebastian Munoz becomes the first PGA Tour player with 2 rounds of 60 in the same season. Shot a 60 at the Byron Nelson yesterday. Madeline Sagstrom, she shot a 63 to take first round lead at the LPGA Founders Cup. And Steven Stryker opened with a 65, holds a 2-shot lead at the Regions Tradition. And in the tennis, Novak Djokovic, they're playing at the Italian Open, moves on to the quarterfinals. Rafael Nadal was eliminated. That's it. That's a look at the Sports World Roundup, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
And we have got the financial news and weather brought to you by Southwest Security, locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offers live scan fingerprinting to the public. U.S. stocks gained this morning, though the major indexes are still headed for losses for the week after concerns over President's inflation, the persistent inflation, and the resilience of the U.S. economy stirred up further volatility volatility in recent sessions. S&P 500 and NASDAQ rose about 1%, and the Dow added more than 150 points during the pre-market sessions. The sharp move higher came after Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell reaffirmed in an interview with a Marketplace Public Radio on Thursday that 2 more 50 basis point rate hikes were on the table for the next 2 Fed meetings, and that officials were not actively considering a more aggressive 75 base point hike. That's a look at business. We've got your weather coming up.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
The high temperature yesterday, 85 degrees. Your night low this morning, 54. Sunny skies expected today. Highs right near 97. West winds at around 5 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies tonight. Overnight lows around 66. West winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunny on Saturday. Highs right near 105. Southwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. Mostly clear Saturday night. Overnight lows around 70. West to southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunny on Sunday, highs right near 106. West winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Monday, sunny skies, highs right near 104. West to southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. And your financial news and weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services. They offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
At Burgers and Beer, we want to make your every visit a great visit. We want you to have great service. We want your taste buds to dance with happiness and your thirst to be quenched. We want you to enjoy great sports and great music. But most of all, we want you to enjoy your friends, your family, your date, your business meal, your party, your mom, your dad, and even Aunt Karen. At Burgers and Beer, we're all about you. 5 locations to serve you: El Centro, Yuma, Temecula, La Quinta, and Rancho Mirage.
It's 8 o'clock at KXO, El Centro, California.
This your home for original reporting.
I'm Steve Kathan. Instead of being on the court, an American basketball star faced another day in court. On the opening day of the WNBA season, Brittany Griner found herself again before a judge in Moscow, where she learned her pre-trial detention will be extended 1 month. The State Department's Ned Price tells CBS News the U.S. government considers her wrongfully detained.
Brittany Griner is doing as well as can be expected under what can only be described as exceedingly difficult circumstances.
She was seized at an airport allegedly with vape cartridges containing oil derived from cannabis. Now to Ukraine. CBS's Deborah Patta reports there are allegations of possible war crimes in the northern part of the country where schools were hit by Russian forces.
What's the point of destroying schools, asked Ukraine's Volodymyr Zelensky. Any Russian commander who gives such an order is sick. In the village of Stepanki, 52-year-old Olga Karpenko's daughter could not hide from a Russian tank that fired directly at her house. And it's still not completely safe to exhume her daughter's body as she lives the trauma. She suffered for almost a whole day. All she has left now is heartbreak.
Well, Elon Musk shook things up today when he said his move to buy Twitter was temporarily on hold. He says he wants accurate information on the number of likely fake accounts on the platform. CBS News tech reporter Dan Patterson.
Musk is kind of a he says things for engagement, generously, we'll say for engagement, right? We can't always take him at his word. There's a lot of meta behind whatever he says.
Stock is down around 9% today. Musk later said he's committed to completing the deal. The White House says it's doing what it can to try to ease the infant formula shortage. CBS's Nancy Cordes.
Officials here at the White House say there's some packaging regulations to help get new products on the shelves. They're also for crackdowns on price gouging, which, as you can imagine, could become a big problem, and they're working on importing more formula from overseas.
Critics say the steps will do little to boost supplies immediately. In Iowa, storm winds kicked up.
All right, here it comes.
Dust storms and damaging winds there, too. And in Minnesota and South Dakota, at least 2 deaths are blamed on the bad weather. Full tornadoes on the ground in some spots. Wall Street, right now the Dow is up 446. By 350. This is CBS News.
There's always something new under the sun. CBS Mornings with CBS.
Trade pros. Whether you special service or new construction, Ferguson knows firsthand how much we lose in day on the job, which is why we're committed to offering the product solutions to get every job right. With over 1,000 locations, an unmatched selection of specs, tools, and supplies, our pro pickup and same or next day delivery, you can trust that doing this with Ferguson will be the easiest part of your hard day's work. Ferguson.com to find a counter location near you.
You can unlock faster than you realize from your home's equity with a cash refinance today. Last year, average home values have gone up nearly 20%, and with mortgage thousands in less than 3 weeks. But you've got to act right now before rates go up. So when you're looking to unlock the home, you can. Call 833-8-ROCKET today or go to rocketmortgage.com to get started.
Rates current as of 12/12/21. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender license in all 50 states and MLSconsumerAccess.org. Over 3030. Call 800-490-1233 for disclosures and cost information.
Why, when circumstances are similar, do some people get COVID and others don't?
I'm vaccinated. I wear my mask, lots of hand washing, and we keep our distance.
This woman hasn't gotten COVID, but others just as cautious have.
I am sure that there are people out there who will not get coronavirus.
Davey Smith is the chief of infectious diseases at UC San Diego.
A drug that mimics that would be great. Or if we made a vaccine that could mimic it, we would all benefit.
He says they've done it for other diseases.
So it is a good idea to go look for why people naturally are resistant.
For the lucky ones,
I hope there's more people like me that are not going to get it, and I hope that just continues.
Stacey Lynn, CBS News.
A day after admitting to its first COVID cases, North Korea revealed today there have been at least 6 deaths and more than 300,000 have needed treatment. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's MediShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MediShare to pay for healthcare can save the typical family $500 a month, and that's huge, but it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The customer satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. MediShare works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. 866-88-BIBLE. That's 866-88-BIBLE. 866-88-BIBLE.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with George Gale.
The sweet guy. He's a genius guy. Not so pretty, but awfully sweet.
AM 1230.
Oh, I'm glad you're here because I want you to hear this.
KXO.
1230, KXO.